This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description. Howdy everybody, and welcome to the NRE Power Systems Cup Series playoff round number 2 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm Austin Knight. I am your host today here at that lovely track we all know in Bristol, Tennessee, the last great Coliseum. It's Bristol, baby, and the playoffs are alive and well. After a fantastic round 1, we witnessed a absolute battle to the end, and here is your championship standings before everything gets going right now. When we get those standings up there. There they go. Gabriel Elsing sits at the top of the standings with 1,081 points, followed by Greg Wella, Chad Coleman, Nicholas Sacco, Richard Beasley, Rhett Tucker, Ryan Kendall, Robert Richards, Derek Mullins, Chad Oxendine, Mark Truxell, Quentin Castleberry, Keith Bradley, Brady LaBeouf, Brandon Bullock, Quentin Sneed is your playoff drivers. The bottom 6. It will be eliminated tonight. So Truxell, Castleberry, Bradley, LaBeouf, Bullock, and Sneed are dancing on thin ice right now, trying to get into that number 10 spot. Mark Truxell is down by 3 points. Quentin Sneed needs a victory here to get into 10th. Chad Oxendine needs a strong finish to stay in that 10th spot because him and Derek Mullins are actually tied with points. So the battle for the bubble will be fought out here in the last great American Coliseum, the Bristol Motor Speedway, here for the NRE Power Systems Cup Series playoffs. Round 2 before we head into round 3, and then there were 10. We'll find out who those 10 drivers are after this race. You're here watching the NRE Power Systems Cup Series here on Racecraft TV. We're currently at qualifying, and let's take a look at how it's going here out on track. Got Richard Beasley right now, and he just had a little bit of a stop. Derek Fulton, he's coming out onto track, so let's ride with him. And let's ride on board with Derek Fulton as he takes us a little bit of a lap around Bristol Motor Speedway. It's a very fast lap here. Average lap time around 15 seconds. Nicholas Sacco putting in a time at 14.73. Let's see if Derek Fulton can try that. Holding that outside line, keeping all that grip up there. The outside line very gripped in. Heads into turns 3 and 4, and across the line. Derek Fulton's first lap puts him up into first place. Provisional pole for Derek Fulton, 14.68. See if he can improve on this time here. Headed to 3 and 4 again. As soon as I stop talking about, he's crossed the line. Fulton comes across the lap, does not improve. It's only 14 seconds around here, but it's a wild 14 seconds. Derek Fulton, provisional pole sitter here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Taylor Peacock, he's sitting in the pit lane right now, looking to get going. Just trying to find that optimum temperature in the air, that optimum track state. But somebody's beat him out to it. That's Derek Mullins as he's coming out on the track right now. That number 2 Proper Tech car. Derek Mullins, one of our playoff drivers, needing to get a win here today. And, well, needed to get some good positions here because only 2 races in our playoff system before the cut. Next round will be the top 10 drivers in the playoffs will be going on to the next round. The bottom 6 get left behind, then 2 races there, then the bottom 6 get cut out, and then it's a championship 4 in the finale as Derek Mullins puts himself into 6th position. First lap by, comes across the second time, jumps up into 2nd place. Rhett Tucker coming across the line right now. Where do we think we're going to see Rhett? Oh, he hits the wall. Makes big contact, and I think he's hit the wall both times. Rhett Tucker's not going to be setting a valid lap time because he's made contact with the wall both times by. He hasn't. Rhett Tucker is going to be starting at the back of the grid today. Pete Bellini currently sitting in 10th. He just came across the line, jumps up into 9th ahead of Clinton Castleberry. But big story, Rhett Tucker unable to set a valid lap time after his qualifying. On both his runs, he's hit the wall. So this is going to be absolutely massive here in qualifying. And only 3 minutes remain, but I think the field is pretty much set. Taylor Peacock was looking like he was going to go out. He did go out for 1 lap. He invalidated it, though, and it came back down. And I don't believe he's going to be coming back out. Again, Nicholas Sacco sits up there in 3rd. 29 Chevy. He's had a good race. He's had a good week so far, and I think he's going to be looking forward to have a good showing here tonight. As we're looking at the field right now, nobody at the back of the grid is showing up that I can see. Bristol's a lower crowd than usual. We have 18 drivers registered for this race. And I think that is because they don't want to interfere with the playoff drivers that are going to be racing around here for that bubble position. And that's nice of them. So it's not going to be a giant cluster of a track, but so we're going to have good old battling here today here at the NRE Power Systems Cup Series. And let me tell you, I'm very excited here. Derek Foltz is sitting up on pole. Non-playoff driver, I must say, sitting up there on pole. Taking it all to these playoff drivers, giving them all something to look forward to. Because if you win, you're locked into the next round. And some of these drivers really need that win. As qualifying is going to be ending in 1 minute. I hope you all are very excited to get going to racing. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back for the start of the race after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
Alright, Welcome back to Racecraft TV. The drivers are all set and they are getting ready to go. Here is your grid here for the NRE Power Systems Cup Series as we look at our Oh, that is not the grid. This is the grid. There we go. As we look at our Makoni setup shop pole position winner of Derek Fulton. That's right on board with him. Derek Fulton receives the Makoni setup shop pole position victory award. So he's going to be very, very thankful about that. Putting in a great lap time. And even if he's not in the playoffs, he's still putting it all out on the line. Congrats, Derek Fulton, from 26-year-old from Stayner, Ontario. Driver and owner of Phantom Esports for the NRE Power Systems Cup Series. Makoni setup shop pole winner right there. Let's bring you out onto the grid. Now, so we got the actual grid going on. Derek Fulton starts up on pole, followed by Derek Mullins, Nicholas Sacco, Gabriel Ellison, Andrew Navarro, Clinton Sneed, Keith Bradley, Richard Beasley, Pete Bellini, Clinton Castleberry, Chad Coleman, and Greg Wellen at the end of the 12th. And they're followed by Chad Coleman, Curtis Critchley, Braylon Edwards, Rhett Tucker, Robert Richards, Mark Trussell, and Taylor Peacock. Your grid here today. 18 cars lined up, 18 cars getting ready to go. Let's get on track and let's look at all these beautiful paint schemes. I'm Austin Knight. I hope y'all are having a fantastic time here at Racecraft TV for the NRE Power Systems Cup Series. It's playoff time, baby. It's round 2. And what a way to get the first cut into the playoffs. Bottom 6 will be cut from the playoff grid. So who will that be? We'll have to find out. And somebody might be coming home with a playoff victory in their pocket today. But Derek Fulton looking to be the catalyst and say, no, not today. I might be taking this victory. 18 cars lined up. 18 cars ready to go. 18 cars fighting at the last great Coliseum. It's Bristol, baby. And this is gonna get absolutely wild. Double pace lap here, since this is a very short track. And we are already having a few people getting a little bit out there. But let's take a look at some of these cars out here. Underneath the lights, how it should always be in the Coliseum. Beautiful paint schemes all around. And Rhett Tucker all the way down in 15th. It's going to be hurting his playoffs position. But, hey, 200 laps are ready to go here at Bristol. And it's going to get wild, certainly. Pace car is pulling off this time by. So let's go. Green flag racing here at Bristol. Playoffs round 2 underway. Derek Mullins get a great start looking on to the outside of Derek Fulton, but Fulton down to the inside. But Mullins swings it around the outside. Derek Mullins takes the lead of authority. Nicholas Sacco gets a little bit loose, hits Andrew Navarro. Andrew Navarro falls all the way down to Richard Beasley. Beasley is down in 7th place. Now jumps up into 6th place. Andrew Navarro comes up, almost touches him right there. Nicholas Sacco also struggling with Clinton Sneed right behind him. Sacco is just struggling on the bottom of the line. Sneed trying to hold it around to the outside. He's sporting a new paint scheme today as Nicholas Sacco is just still stuck in that bottom line. He's got a hole right there, and he's going to come back up in 5th place, drop down 2 spots. Derek Fulton drops down from the lead from Derek Mullins, who's out there at the front being absolutely commanding of this fight. Pete Bellini's on the outside of Andrew Navarro. Navarro holding on that inside line. Bellini on the outside. Navarro just on that inside line. That inside line just doesn't have the speed, but Bellini taking a very awkward line right there is getting a good launch out of the corner. And Navarro is just trying to stay with him. He's got a nose on him, but these two are fighting it out right now through these corners. And Navarro got a good run out there. Navarro, he's got the line ahead. He could just merge slightly onto Pete Bellini on this exit. He is, and he's going to show him the door. And, ooh, Greg Wellen got very loose coming out of that corner. He falls down to 14th. It's very unfortunate for Greg Wellen. Rhett Tucker, though, he's up 4 spots. He's currently your biggest mover of the race right now. He's going to look on Pete Bellini now. He's going to go up 5 spots. Rhett Tucker not even setting a qualifying lap. Well, he set 2 qualifying laps, but both of them were invalid for hitting the wall. He's kept his race currently clean, 5 positions up from when he started. He's sitting in that 10th position spot and looking to keep his playoff hopes alive. Top 10 playoff drivers get to move on. So definitely what to say in that top 10, especially if you are low on the points. And that's what Derek Mullins is doing with authority right now, sitting at the top of the grid. Looking back at Derek Fulton as these two guys, well, Fulton had the pole, but Mullins jumped up into the lead with authority right there after an amazing restart. And Nicholas Sacco, he's been struggling to keep his car on that outside line. He's been falling, and we got a big incident. Pete Politi is off.
All right, man.
Caution is out. First one today, Pete Polini getting into an incident. Let's see what's happened here. Clinton Castleberry was behind it. And, oh, there's Polini. He just gets loose, and oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. So we're going to be looking at Pete Polini. He's been struggling in that corner. Comes off, gets corrected. Then, unfortunately, Clinton Castleberry was right there. First caution of the day. Pete Polini and Clinton Castleberry. This is what brought out the yellow flag. Reversing back on the track. Yellow comes out. First caution of the day here at the last Great Coliseum. Derek Mullins sits at the front of the field. 13 laps out of 200 is in the books. You all are in for an absolute treat here on Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after this break. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We're back here live at Bristol Motor Speedway. Lights are out on the pace car. We're getting ready to go green. Derek Mullins starting on that inside line. He needs to make a good restart to get ahead of Derek Fulton. And, well, he's going to be very, very poised to keep that first spot because he is looking for a playoff win here today. 17 cars out on track. Bladen Edwards did not take the start. And speaking of taking the start, we're here on the restart. Time to go back to Green Flag Racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Derek Fulton. Oh no! Mullins spins up the tires and gets a horrid restart. And he bunched up the entire field behind him. Derek Fulton gets a great restart. And now Quentin Sneed on the outside. Sneed trying to hold on the outside ahead of Derek Mullins. That outside line very prevalent and very speedy compared to that bottom line, especially here in under the lights. Quentin Sneed up into second place. Richard Beasley now trying to get up into third. He gets into third place. There is no speed on the bottom as Derek Mullins falls to Andrew Navarro on the outside. And look at that. It's Rhett Tucker up into fifth place now. A chaotic restart. Old tires. It was just a little bit too early on the gun. And that, unfortunately, the giant spin of tires sends Mullins down to sixth place. As Navarro looks like he wants some room on Beasley, but can he hold off Rhett Tucker behind him? He gets his nose down there. Navarro and Beasley going to go side by side, door to door. Let's watch this fight from on board of Rhett Tucker. As Tucker, nope, I was going to send it to his camera, but he's going to swing around Navarro. Tucker is up into fourth place now. Rhett Tucker putting on an absolute clinic on how to pass up through the field. He is looking on Beasley, and he's looking very closely and looking very nice. So he sets up in fourth place. Getting a good inspection on Beasley's Twitch channel right there. If he is streaming this live, might have to bring that one up during the stream and getting a little bit of a follow and a subscription maybe. Well, Rhett Tucker dancing all over the rear bumper, giving it a little bit of a bump. He knows how to go around here fast, and he's not going to let that bad qualifying performance of his go down the drain. Pete Polini and Mark Truxell battling out for 15th. They're going to go side by side. Polini has all that damage, stayed on the, but no fast repairs anymore in this series, so Polini dealing with a lot of damage. Not a lot of aerodynamic performance going to be affected here since it's such a short straight, but gotta watch out for suspension damage. Polini holding on that outside line. That outside line is how you go fast around here, and he's staying ahead. Battle up front, Quentin Sneed, Beasley, Tucker, Navarro under pressure from Derek Mullins. Mullins looking low. Let's run on board with Derek Mullins right now. And just a steep banking of Bristol, allowing these speeds. And Derek Fulton has pulled out a monstrous lead, 1.72 seconds to be right on board of Derek Mullins, who was in the lead for a while. There goes Rhett Tucker down low. Rhett Tucker and Richard Beasley going side by side. But now here comes Navarro on Rhett Tucker. He's going to look down low. That low line is not getting any grip, though. So it's going to be very hard for somebody like Navarro to make a move on Rhett Tucker. And as these four guys squabble, it's allowing Derek Fulton to continue to pull away. Doesn't have to be looking in his mirrors, worried about anyone else. Just run those current lap times that he is doing. And well, he's our Marconi setup shop pole position winner. Derek Fulton, only one of the few non-playoff drivers in the grid. What an upset it will be for a non-playoff driver, and a big stab in the heart for these playoff drivers if one of their for sure lock-ins for the next round goes away because a non-playoff driver won this race. As Navarro and Tucker, well, they continue to race bumper to bumper. Navarro's looking low, trying to get some advantage on Rhett Tucker. Here goes Rhett Tucker, setting it on Beasley. At 1,000 miles an hour, they check up. Here comes Navarro on Beasley. Oh my, overtake. Rhett Tucker sends it completely into Beasley. Look at this move into turn 2. Woo-hoo-hoo. And then Beasley is caught out right there, and Navarro sneaks right by. What a move by Rhett Tucker to jump up into third place. And very heads on shoulders move by Andrew Navarro to take advantage of that. As we're looking at Gabriel Elson, he's got a little bit, I just say this, a very little bit of nose damage. As let's right on board with Richard Beasley to take a look at that nose. Yeah, it's pretty bunched up right there in that top, that front left of the car. Might have hit somebody in the back, but I'm not sure who. Might have just had a little bit of incident with somebody back there on the restart, because that restart was very chaotic. Now Rhett Tucker and Andrew Navarro going side by side. Navarro swerving up the track. Navarro's got a good run, but that outside line has the advantage. Tucker, can Navarro close the door? He closed the door and he slammed it shut. No solicitors allowed. He's not buying your cookies. Andrew Navarro gets up into third. Now Clinton Sneed and Gabriel Ellison gonna go side by side. Nope, not Clinton Sneed. Richard Beasley and Gabriel Ellison going side by side. Ooh, little bit of loose on entry for Ellison. Beasley holds it off now. Ellison needs to get into that top lane unless Coleman says no. Coleman goes up high. And this is where you don't want to be, that bottom line. You need to have speed going into there. But unfortunately, he just does not have the speed going low. And he's going to fall all the way to the back of this pack. Should be the smart and safe thing to do, but I think he's going to try to force his way into a gap, but none of these gaps are wide enough. Down the field, Robert Richards up 4 spots from where he qualified. He's good in a good show. Chad Coleman, though, he's looking on Beasley. Coleman and Beasley side by side. Beasley, though, sends it through the mid-corner. Who's going to have the better exit? Beasley has Tucker ahead of him. Beasley can't use all the track that he wants to. Coleman's going to send it into the corner. Beasley has the mid-corner advantage. There's a little cat and mouse, but Coleman's going to lead this lap. He's going to find a little bit of a gap on Beasley, get it a little bit loose. Can he close it in on that exit? Oof! A little bit of a touch between these two drivers. Coleman going to try to go high, force Beasley into a mistake. He gets it, and not only that, Nicholas Sacco gets ahead for 6th place. And now Chad Coleman's going on Rhett Tucker on that low side of the track. That top, oh, Tucker's in the wall. That top line has a lot more grip, but now the bottom line's rubbered in. They're going to have a bigger advantage. Chad Coleman's got a car length on Rhett Tucker. He can easily close the door. Coleman is up into 4th. Nicholas Sacco now on Rhett Tucker. They're going to go side by side. Sacco wants a 2-for-1 combo meal, but he's not going to get it as Chad Coleman goes on below. That's Clinton Castleberry stuck on the high side. And lapped cars are going to be a big problem here, because these fields are going to have to pack through them, and they're all going to be on the bottom side of the track. Andrew Navarro, though, he started to close in on Derek Fulton. Actually, I'm going to take that back. My entire timing screen lied to me. Fulton is putting on a masterclass of a race, up almost 5 seconds to the rest of the field. And I can tell you why. The rest of the field are stuck in fights like this. Curtis Critchley, Keith Bradley, and Gabriel Ellison all with each other. Bradley and Ellison, they're coming up to that last car. Clinton Castleberry, who's got a lot of damage on this front end. He's waiting for that stage break. Keith Bradley sends it down low, but doesn't have the speed to clear Castleberry. And he comes up. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch between them. Back up front, Coleman and Sacco trying to chase down Clinton Sneed ahead of him, and caution is out. Keith Bradley went off the track right there. And this is how that came to be. Keith Bradley, Clinton Castleberry on top. Keith Bradley comes up. Oh, the touch! Again, Keith Bradley hard into the wall. Disastrous for Keith Bradley. He is one of our playoff drivers. And the second caution is out. The 30-year-old from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, not going to be happy right there. The number 18, heavy contact with the wall, going to be visiting into the pits as they close in on the stage and of stage number 1 here in Bristol Motor Speedway. And I don't believe we're going to be having any pit takers. Derek Fulton leads out the race. Well, actually, we do have pit takers. He stays out. Navarro and Sneed are going to dive into the pit lanes. As well as Curtis Critchley, Gabriel Elson, Greg Welland, Robert Richards, Derek Mullins, and Mark Truxell, as well as Taylor Peacock. Pete Polini, he's going to stay out. He's going to be the last car on the lap. Oh, no, he's going for the... That's right. Bristol has the double pit stops. But I don't believe we are using the double pit stop rule. And Pete Polini didn't know that. Polini is going to get a penalty. Because it is the only one pit stop entrance. Derek Fulton leads out the race. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have two options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We're back here live under caution. Stage 2, well, stage 1 coming to an end very shortly. It's going to be a 3-lap sprint to the finish. The first driver on newer tires is Andrew Navarro. And we saw what happened on the restart with Derek Mullins, who spun out the tires. Are we going to see Chad Coleman and Derek Fulton mess up this restart? Fulton had a massive lead. He was looking poised to get that stage win. And here we go early on the restart. Fulton gets a great jump. Coleman, Sacco, and Tucker. Tucker's sending it on the outside. He didn't take tires. He's going to try to get as much space as he can, trying to get into that third spot. He does get into that third spot. And Navarro, he's stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Nicholas Sacco, he was on those newer tires. He's going to try to abuse them as hard as he can. 2 laps to go. Tucker, this entire bunch of field, everybody's struggling to try to get some spots here to get some extra playoff points at the end of this stage. 2 laps to go. This time by, Sacco's got a great run off the exit, and caution is out again. Gabriel Ellison is spun around. That is the stage. The stage is over. The stage is set. And your stage winner goes to Derek Fulton. He's going to be very happy. He receives the maximum amount of points to this stage by. They're followed by Chad Coleman, Rhett Tucker, Nicholas Sacco, Navarro, Welland, Sneed, Truxell, Mullins, Beasley at the end of the points receiving line. And here is how Gabriel Ellison set off that caution. He's at the back of this fight. Mullins on top. Are we just going to see a little bit of... Oh! The number 10 of Beasley comes up after contact from Robert Richards and spins around Ellison to bring out the third caution tonight. Stage number 2 comes to an end as Fulton goes into the pit lane. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back for the start of stage number 2 after this wonderful stage number 1. Hope you all have a good time. We'll be right back after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian builds. For more information about Artesian builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have two options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We are back here live and ready to go. Lights are out of the pace car. Stage number 2 is underway. Greg Wellen leads out the field to this green flag. So he's going to be very excited for this one. Third caution of the night. Relatively clean. These guys are going to be racing to lap 120 to bring back the, well, to end out stage 2. Early start, very bunched up. Clinton Sneed had to get onto the brakes. Greg Wellen got a great jump. He's into the lead. Mark Truxell sits in third place, followed by Derek Mullins, Taylor Peacock, and Robert Richards! Richards! Navarro, get into mid-contact. Richards gets a big slap! There's a lot of car contact at the back of the grid. There is no caution after that, but wow. This is what happened right here. Navarro and Richards gets a bit sliding. Navarro goes into the pit lane, comes back across, and then when they come back on, Richard Beasley and Castleberg takes a nose full of damage, and Keith Bradley gets a lot of hurt. Here's that incident again. Let's ride on board of Keith Bradley. He sees that incident ahead of him. He starts slowing up, and I think we're just going to see, oh no. Oh, very unfortunate for Keith Bradley. Big damage. Caution is not out. We stay green. Greg Wellen leads this race as you see him just lapping Keith Bradley right there. Fast car on track is Nicholas Sacco. He's sitting in 8th place. He's on brand spanking new tires. He's using all the track, the bottom of the track, the outside of the track, the inside of the track. He gets easily past Taylor Peacock, as so does Andrew Navarro. And his next car to face is Rhett Tucker. And oh, we got an incident. Robert Richards is around. 4th caution is out tonight. Robert Richards was the other car involved there. He saw that hit. Oh no. Oh, he gets into Castleberry. Clinton Castleberry and Robert Richards getting into each other after that caution came out. Let's go look at that replay, see if anything is between them. There is Richards on, oh no, he's just lost it on himself. Comes back up the track, hits the wall, and then well, he just waits at the bottom of the track and decides to wait for the rest of the field to come by. When he comes back up, he just well, he just hits Castleberry right here. Don't know if that was on purpose. That was a complete accident, but Castleberry getting another ding to his car. As we go back live, more cars enter pit lane. Truxell and Mullins, Peacock, Elsa, and Pellini all go into the pits. Greg Wellen stays out. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian Builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have two options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
And welcome back to Racecraft TV. The lights are out on the pace car. We are getting ready to get back to green. Fourth caution of the night. Lap 76 out of 200 here in beautiful Bristol, Tennessee. At the last great Coliseum. And the pace car is pulling off right about now. The field being led by Greg Wellen. And Tucker looking to make a good start, and he does get a good start. He's right beside Quentin Sneed. Sneed going down low, Tucker on the outside line. Tucker trying to hold that outside line. He's going to get a good restart, and he does. And they're going to go three wide as Navarro, Coleman, and the 49 of Quentin Sneed just soared past him. The reason why they could do that, they're all on newer tires. Rhett Tucker already dancing on the bumper of Greg Wellen. It's a great restart. Tucker, who didn't even set a lap in qualifying, all the way already back up into second place. And here he goes. He's sending it down there. Tucker and Wellen fighting for first. Wellen gets into the wall. Tucker stuck down low. Here comes Andrew Navarro. Navarro looking to make a move as well. Navarro trying to get past Tucker. This is not a progressional race at all. And Navarro is just stuck on the ground. You can just see his car actually bottoming out just a little bit. But it's Tucker trying to chase out Greg Wellen. He sends it into the turn. Can he get him off the exit? No, he doesn't. And here comes Navarro on Tucker. Navarro going to try to going low on Rhett Tucker. Tucker trying to go for the exit. Navarro and Tucker are still going to go side by side. Navarro sends it in on Tucker. It's unable to work that time by. And Tucker staying in that gearbox. All three of these guys so close together and so well. But you got to remember, Tucker and Navarro have newer tires than Greg Wellen. They're just waiting for that fall off to hit Wellen, because grip around here is a premium, but that outer line is just so powerful. It's like we saw at Homestead Miami Speedway, but this time by. The track is just so narrow. Oh, Tucker gets him a little bump. He's going to try to bump and run him. Tucker and Welland still fighting along with each other. It's an absolute bonkers fight we got going on. Let's bring up our battle for first right here. Tucker and Greg Welland. Oh, Welland gets into the wall and backs up into Tucker. Angel Navarro goes low. Angel Navarro takes the lead. That has just put this race on its head. Greg Welland gets a lot of damage. He's slow again. Rhett Tucker jumps up on low. Greg Welland. Tucker jumps up into third. Caution is out. Robert Richards and Clinton Sneed and Richard Beasley getting into each other. Oh no. Here's how that one came to be. Well, there's Greg Welland. Sneed tried to avoid it. Nick Lasacco didn't check up from these two. And both of them go around. Clinton Sneed, Richard Beasley bring out the 5th caution of the night. And there's a lot of damage on those cars. Car with another bit of damage. Rhett Tucker has damage on the front of his car after his contact with Greg Welland, who's got a lot of damage on the back of his car after hitting the wall. And checking up front of Rhett Tucker. 5th caution tonight. Andrew Navarro leads out this race. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have two options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We're back here live. We are back here live at Bristol Motor Speedway. Andrew Navarro leads out the race. And Rhett Tucker, well, he's fallen all the way down to 11th after getting hard into Greg Welland. He went to the pits. Navarro leads out this race. Chad Coleman is at the bottom of the track. And that is your front row. And both these guys they went to the pits on lap 61. Taylor Peacock, the money man, went to pits on lap 73. So he's on the newest tires. But here goes Navarro. He sends it to green. Green here at Bristol. Peacock and Sacco battling side by side. Derek Mullins got a great run on Mark Truxell. Trucks holding down that inside line. Mullins on the outside. They're going to go side by side. Curtis Critchley and Derek Fulton battling side by side as well. Greg Wellen on that outside line as Gabriel Elson is stuck 3 wide. Rhett Tucker holding on at the bottom of the line. He's pretty much at the back of the entire pack right now, as he's trying to get past anybody to get up through his field. He finally gets his way around Curtis Critchley, but he's stuck with everybody out in front of him again. We've seen him come through the pack before, so I'm pretty sure he could do it again. Up at front, Nicholas Sacco and Taylor Peacock going side by side. Derek Mullins has a little bit of a tap of the wall. And Sacco getting a little bit loose. Mullins trying to hold it around the outside. Mullins was your leader for a short bit. After a very terrible restart, he fallen through the field, but now he's back up into 4th place. Nicholas Sacco gets a very bad run out of that corner. He drops down to 7th place. That bottom line going to be very slow for him. And they put up a wall on Rhett Tucker. And Tucker, oh, don't take this 3 wide, Tucker. Oh, they just barely go 3 wide. Rhett Tucker on the outside. And he does get past there. Tucker's up into 8th now. He sees Greg Wellen down low, and he gets past the previous car that he hit. He gets past Wellen. He's looking on Peacock. Tucker is up into 6th place. As Fulton, Mullins, and Sneed, these 3 are battling out, as there was 2 wide for a while. We just passed lap 100. We're on lap 102. That's how fast these laps go by here. And it's a great run. Tucker sends it in on Sneed. But Sneed holding that outside line, but he's got a very dense car. Tucker's very loose off the exit. This could be good for Nicholas Sacco right behind of Tucker. The battle for the lead is caught up to nothing. Navarro and Chad Coleman are battling nose to tail. Round the outside, Coleman tries to make the move, but it's not going to work. Chad Coleman looking low. Not going to happen. Chad Coleman looking high. The door's there. Navarro's got that lower line. It's not going to be there. As these two continue. Hello, Derek Fulton coming out of nowhere. Fulton going low. Fulton's got his nose in there. The pole sitter wants his 1st place back. Fulton trying to get up into 2nd place, but Coleman's got too much speed off the exit. Fulton and Coleman side by side they go. Fulton trying to get off the exit, get a better run on Coleman. He is not going to run this time by. They're still going to go side by side. Navarro can't lead this pack. They're still going to go side by side even more. Fulton has brand new fresh tires, almost 30 lap newer tires, and the rest of these 2 drivers on the outside line, and Fulton is making him work for it. He's on the bottom line. He gets a good run. Fulton is going to go into the lead, but Navarro's going to hold him back side by side again. Who's going to be able to lead this lap? Fulton's got a good track lead. Fulton into the lead and into leading that lap. And now the battle for 2nd between Coleman and Navarro going to go side by side. Also, we got a fight behind him between Derek Mullins, Quentin Sneed, and Gabriel Elson. We got a nice 4-pack between them here. And they're going to go side by side, door to door. And as they continue to do that, they're going to be losing a lot of time to Derek Fulton. Derek Fulton, he's putting works on these guys right there. They can't even see him in the next camera shot. Wow, what a battle we got going on. Mullins leading out this 4-way fight between Sneed, Ellison, and Rhett Tucker. Tucker deciding he wants to go on to the bottom this time by. They're keeping this diamond shape. He's got Greg Wellen on the back of him. And I'm pretty sure Greg Wellen wants a little speaking to after that incident. And oh, Mullins, very bad line. Sneed blocks him. Sneed gets a bumper full of Derek Mullins. Derek Mullins getting a little bit loose. They're going to go 3 wide. Rhett Tucker gets ahead. He's up in the top 5. Greg Wellen holding down low now. He gets up into 6th place as Mullins is into the wall again and going 3 wide just for a little bit. Quentin Sneed's looking very racy right now. He's seeing doors open up. He doesn't know which one to go to. He goes down low on Derek Mullins. Now he's going to try to chase down Beasley, but Mullins up and down day for him. He's been getting into the wall, then his pace drops off. And well, he needs to get his head refocused to get back up the field. He's down 7 spots from where he started. This battle for second place is between Navarro and Coleman with 5 laps to go in this stage. And look who's joined them, Gabriel Ellison, who's also on 90 lap, went into pits on lap 90 compared to lap 61 of these two. Ellison looks down low on Coleman. Ellison is into third. He's going to try to jump up on low of Navarro. It's not going to work. Navarro gets a good run off the exit. Oh no, Coleman's in the wall. But Ellison can't find the speed on the bottom. He's got 3 laps to make it work. Just a few more corners remaining, 4 turns remaining, but Ellison, oh, he checks up a lot right there. Coleman and Navarro still racing out for second place. As Sneed and Beasley going to go side by side through these corners. Beasley goes low, Sneed goes high. Both of them stuck behind Rhett Tucker. Beasley checks up Quentin Sneed on the outside line. That outside line's very fast. Tucker checks up a lot. Sneed trying to get past of Beasley. Beasley, we saw a big wiggle right there trying to get the car to do what he wants. Oh no, Quentin Sneed gets into the back of Tucker. And the stage goes into the end. And oh, right as the stage came out, it looks like Beasley had Sneed as they came across the line. We'll see who actually gets scored the point, but we do know who scored the stage victory. It's the driver and the owner of Phantom Esports, the 26-year-old from Stayner, Ontario. Derek Fulton takes the stage when followed by Navarro, Ellison, Coleman, Wellen, Tucker, Sneed, Beasley, Critchley, and Nicholas Sacco. The point score of stage 2. 80 laps remain in this race. Stage 3 coming to the win. Stage 3 going to be coming to the start. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We're back here live at the last Great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. Derek Fulton took the stage victory He's going to be leading out the field again as the race is about to get underway. Stage 3 about to go green with about 75 laps to go here in the second round of the playoffs. I say we are in store for a great race. The top 10 in the playoffs after this race get to move on. The bottom 6 will be eliminated, and those bottom 6 drivers let's get our grid up here. Mark Truxell, Clinton Castleberry, Keith Bradley, Brady LaBeouf, Brandon Bullock, and Quentin Sneed. They're going to be needing a very good stage 3 as we are going back to green flag racing here in the NRE Power Systems Cup Series playoffs. Round number 2, Navarro and Volta getting a good run, but Chad Coleman getting a great run as well. Coleman already up there with these 2 as well, but I'd say 4 of these guys. Gabriel Elson's up there as well. Oh, and he gets a good run out of the corner, but he has to check up hard onto the brace to get away from Coleman, and Elson heads up right there. He's going down low. Elson making a daring move down to the inside. Going to try to get down on Fulton now, but oh my goodness, big chaos behind them. Big wreck, big wreck, big wreck. Curtis Critchley. Oh no, Curtis Critchley involved in there. Quentin Sneed and Derek Mullins. All 3 involved in a wreck, and let's ride on board of Quentin Sneed. See all this happen. They went 3 wide of the corner. Derek Mullins checks up. Curtis Critchley gets into another car. And then Quentin Sneed checks out. Oh, and he gets absolutely railed by somebody. Who hit Quentin Sneed? Robert Richards hits Quentin Sneed, who hit Curtis Critchley. Oh, no. And Quentin Sneed desperately needs a good finish here. And with no fast pairs, it's going to be very hard for him. Andrew Navarro leads this race to the green flag next time by. But we're here in our 7th caution. We'll be right back after this break. You're here watching Racecraft TV. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We are back here live at Bristol Motor Speedway for the NRE Power Systems Cup Series playoff round number 2. It is the cutting block, and well, to get on to the next round, some of these drivers have to jump into the lead to secure their position, but standing in the way is the wall of Andrew Navarro and Derek Fulton. Both these drivers not in the playoffs. And they're going to be a bit of a headache for some of these guys who are desperately looking for a win to secure their spot. During the pit stop, a few drivers came into the pits, but it was drivers to fix damage. Lights are out of the pace car. Pace car pulls off. Andrew Navarro brings them to green flag racing. Good restart by Navarro. He's followed by Fulton. Chad Coleman going down low. Coleman getting a good run. Red Tucker very loose off the exit. He's trying to get some good speed and good positions here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And oh, Chad Coleman flinging to the very bottom of the track after that. And Coleman comes up and he's in next to Fulton. Coleman and Fulton side by side. They go. Chad Coleman, he wants those playoff points. And he needs that position to get it done. Chad Coleman going low. Fulton not giving it to him at all. And this is great, clean racing up here between these two drivers going side by side throughout multiple corners. All of them on the same tires too. And Fulton gets loose. Fulton is loose. Fulton's hard into the wall. And he falls down to 5th place, getting back up to speed. And it took a big knack of a hit right there. Sorry about this crazy replay. Got this replay right here. Boom! There goes Fulton hard into the wall. Got a lot of damage from there. Let's go back live. And Fulton and Beasley are now going side by side between each other. Beasley going low, Fulton going high. Beasley's got a good nose on Fulton. Fulton and Beasley still side by side. Now that bottom line is starting to seem a little bit faster than that top line. And as soon as I say that top line just gets a little bit speed back on the exit. That bottom line very meticulous with how you want to take it. And there goes Fulton back up into 5th place. He's now going to try to chase down Rhett Tucker. Ellison, though, he's chasing down Chad Coleman. And Ellison and Coleman, both of them in the playoffs as well. I want to say thank you. And caution is out. It is Quentin Castleberry and Pete Polini getting into each other. Apparently Pete Polini entered it. Oh, here's Pete Polini and Quentin Castleberry. They're getting side by side, door to door to each other. Pete Polini, what the heck is happening here? And, well, Pete Polini actually entered the pit lane. That's one way to make a pit stop, but it's also one way to bring out the yellow flag. I'm pretty sure this has a little bit of So let's pause, rewind, and see what happens here between these two, because this is looking like a little bit of a scrap. There's Castleberry, Keith Polini, just racing along with each other. Both of them near the field, both of them, and just Pete Polini comes up the track. There's Castleberry. They both start rubbing up against each other. Pete Polini hard into the wall. Castleberry gets into him. And, well, they both go for a spin around. Polini goes into the pit lane, and Castleberry goes up into the wall. And he's going to have a big bit of damage. Back live on track. And Andrew Navarro is leading the field into the pit lane. And as I was trying to, when that caution came out, I want to say thank you to all of our new viewers popping in from the iRacing main homepage, where we are featured on there right now. So, now to the folks at iRace for putting us up there. And hello to all you new viewers here on Racecraft TV. 8th caution of the night. 50 laps to go when we come back to green. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have two options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We are back here live at Bristol Motor Speedway. Polini, Truxell, Bradley, and Edwards are out of this race after that incident. Castleberry, Mullins, and Fulton are a few laps down as we line up behind the pace car. Andrew Navarro leading Chad Coleman with him. Coleman third in the points currently, so he's got a good chance of solidifying his spot right here. Navarro gets a early start as, Tucker's getting way into the bumper right there. Very aggressive by Rhett Tucker. Coleman spun up the wheels a little bit. Navarro, great restart by him as Coleman and Tucker still race it out for second place. Coleman going high. Somebody who is on the bubble of being eliminated is Derek Mullins, who is one lap down currently. He's currently sitting in 10th place in the championship, just ahead of Mark Truxell by 3 points. And guess where Mark Truxell is? Well, he's just a few positions under Derek Mullins, and this is going to be very good news for him. Rhett Tucker being caught up by Gabriel Ellison. Ellison jumping down low on Tucker. Ellison trying to get up the side of Tucker right here. They're going to go side by side, door to door. Tucker's just going to stay ahead of Ellison. All these drivers actually staying in a pretty nice single file line list right on board of Nicholas Sacco. And as soon as I said that, he's going to send a move on Robert Richards for 7th place. Sacco and Richards side by side, door to door they go. And he's going to jump up in there and get a little bit loose, and they touch. Sacco's into the wall. Hard into the wall. He gets into Mullins. Multiple cars, small rubs. 9th caution is out on the night. Nicholas Sacco, hard contact, puts him into the wall. He's currently 4th in the championship. And with that, that's going to be hurting him a lot of points. But I believe he is safe from the cut line so far. Navarro leads out the field. 9th caution here tonight. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back for Green Flag Racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have two options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We are back here live at the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. Andrew Navarro leads out the field ahead of Chad Coleman. Chad Coleman sits currently third in the playoffs, so he's got a good run going for him, but I think he wants that for sure lock in to head into, well, I would say stage number 2 of the playoffs, which will start next week. Same time, same place here at Racecraft TV, but currently we got 40 laps to go in this race, so let's bring out that pace car, bring him back down pit road and get these boys getting ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Navarro leads out the field on the bottom of the line, but he's got his control of the pit stops. And speaking of pit stops, the current driver with the newest tires, it is Clinton Sneed. And then outside line, but he's currently very damaged. So pace car pulls off. There goes Navarro. We're back to green flag racing. Coleman gets a very bad launch. As Ellison and Tucker go side by side. Ellison goes high. Tucker sends it in down low. Tucker getting a little bit loose. Tucker jumps up into third place. Tucker looking down low on Coleman now. Tucker and Coleman wheel to wheel. They lock up just a tad bit. Tucker drops down into third place. We could look back at the battles throughout the field. Everyone going back into that straight line fight here. As soon as I say that, Richards and Sneed uses those newer tires through the fan as jumps down low on Robert Richards. These two are both battling for a championship. Richards sits on near that bubble as Clinton Sneed. He's at the very back of the championship. He desperately needs all the points that he can get to get into the top 10 to stay away from elimination. Clinton Sneed sitting in 7th currently, and that is exactly where he needs to be ahead of a few of his championship rivals. We'll see if he needs a little bit more push to get ahead and stay ahead and get into the top 10 of the championship. And his car is all torn up because he needs to drive the wheels off this thing to make it work. Back to this fight for third between Tucker, Ellison, and Beasley. It's a race around the top line here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Such a beautiful track, especially underneath the lights. Might be dead simple of a short track, but I've got to say, with fans here underneath the lights, these beautiful paint schemes, a great racing. Oh, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world. Even if that other place had $1 million laying right out on the front porch. Oh, no, I would stay here on a great night of racing. Tucker gets into the wall, throwing up a little bit of the sparks. Here comes Ellison now at 27. Gabriel Ellison. Currently leading the championship. Goes down low on Rhett Tucker. Tucker holding that outside line. Ellison down low. Tucker using the outside speed. 30 laps to go this time by. As we're going to go back to that front. Andrew Navarro and Chad Coleman racing out for the lead of this race. And both these guys have been very clean between each other. I can hardly see any damage on their cars. The battle for third, oh man. These three are going absolutely crazy. Ellison and Beasley get into each other, and now Ellison is on the bumper of Tucker. And oh, Ellison getting Tucker. Tucker goes into the wall, throw up a little bit of sparks. They're going to go side by side between each other. Ellison and Tucker. Tucker and Ellison battling out for third place here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Ellison getting a little bit loose. Tucker holding that outside line. Quentin Sneed making some moves. That low on Greg Wellen. Clinton Sneed is in 6th place now. And I think Clinton Sneed sees a little bit more cars in his future for him. Clinton Sneed went into the pits a lap 157. He's currently on some of the freshest tires in the field, trying for a last lap burst of speed to get it up to where he needs to stay within the fight of the championship. Sneed sends it in on Beasley. Beasley forced to go wide. Sneed trying to find out his work, trying to find out what he can do on Beasley and trying to get up into a championship contender of a spot. And I think he's just done that with getting past Greg Wellen. And caution is out. Taylor Peacock is around. What has happened to Taylor Peacock? He's got a lot of damage on the front of his nose. Let's get a replay. Peacock on Richards. Richards is high. Peacock is down low. And, oh no, Peacock just comes up high. Thought Richards was clear. He is not. Robert Richards takes a lot of damage on that car. Peacock goes into the wall. Peacock is around and out. He's going to go into the pit lane. And as we head into caution with 22 laps to go, Andrew Navarro leads out this race. And Nicholas Sacco is a few laps down now. He's actually 1 lap down. He's going to be our lucky dog right there. But I want to see if we're going to have any pit lane takers for the end of this race. I know Clinton Castleberry is in the pit lane. Or is Chad Coleman and Andrew Navarro going to the pits? Yes, they are. Everyone's diving into pit lane here at Bristol Motor Speedway. You're here watching. You're here watching. Words are coming up. You're watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after these messages for the end of this race here at the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We are back here live at Bristol Motor Speedway. 18 laps to go in this race. Chad Coleman, Andrew Navarro leading the field. Chad Coleman, though, and Andrew Navarro Coleman has the start, and here we go, and look at the start by Richard Beasley. He jumps up ahead of Andrew Navarro off that restart. Beasley getting a great restart on Navarro, and Navarro is just stuck in the tracks right there. Beasley read that perfectly to get ahead of Navarro, and Beasley's up into second place. Down the field, Gabriel Ellison sits in fourth. Clinton Sneed is in the fifth spot. Rhett Tucker dives in on Clinton Sneed, but he can't hold it on that inside line. Sneed stays ahead of Rhett Tucker. Sneed desperately needs that position. Greg Welland hard to wall. Curtis Critchley is around.
All right, man, caution is out.
And the 11th caution is out. This time by only about 3 clean laps of racing. Then we have another caution. Here is that replay of the caution. Greg Welland went high. He's into the wall. Curtis Critchley just went around. Robert Richards sends Curtis Critchley spinning. And we are back under caution here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Chad Coleman, Richard Beasley lead out the field. You're here watching Racecraft TV. We'll be right back after these messages. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's face it, to build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Racecraft TV. We are back here live at Bristol Motor Speedway for round 2 of the NRE Power Systems Cup Series. 11 laps to go. Chad Coleman leads out this race, followed by Richard Beasley, Andrew Navarro in third, followed by Gabriel Ellison and Clinton Sneed, who is fighting to stay alive in the playoffs. He started this race at the very end of the field. In his current position, to my knowledge, he will be back within contention to stay in the playoff running. Clinton Sneed has done an absolute wonder here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And here we are about to go. Chad Coleman and Richard Beasley going side by side. Lining up, lights are out on the pace car. And it is all up to the sim racing search. Chad Coleman, he puts the pedal to the metal. Him and Richard Beasley get a great start. Andrew Navarro left into the tracks as Rhett Tucker and Gabriel Ellison are trying to fight with each other. Rhett Tucker diving low on Gabriel Ellison. They get into each other. Rhett Tucker, hard contact with Ellison. And Clinton Sneed gets a little bit loose. He's up into the wall. Greg Welland dives down low, but Clinton Sneed gets back up to the power and stays ahead of Greg Welland. Robert Richards, another car, trying to fight for survival here today. He's on the outside of Greg Welland. as Andrew Navarro and Richard Beasley still nose to tail with each other, trying to get past each other, trying to catch up to the leader. 7 laps to go, and it is Chad Coleman leading out this race. Beasley getting into the wall. Sparks are flying there for Richard Beasley. Andrew Navarro trying to close in on Beasley, trying to get up into that second place, but he's currently in that podium spot, which is a good spot that he needs. They all check up just a little bit. They're falling just a little bit back. Navarro and Ellison now closing in on each other. Navarro looking low. Ellison trying to follow him. Ellison trying to find an opening. Navarro sends it into the corner. Richard Beasley getting a little bit into the wall that time by. He makes a little small improvement on Sector 1 this time, as Navarro and Ellison still battling it out between each other. 4 laps to go. And Chad Coleman is still leading out this race. He's pulled out a 4/10 second lead, closing in on half a second right now. Navarro and Beasley and Ellison, all 3 of these guys trying to find a good fight. I know it's very cordial between them, but I'm going to be honest. These guys are trying all that they can to get past each other. 3 laps to go for Chad Coleman, who's being caught by Beasley. Beasley and Coleman closing in on 2 to go now. We look back on the field. You're here watching the NRE Power System Cup Series here on Racecraft TV. 1 lap to go. White flag is in the air for Chad Coleman. Can he continue it on? Can he do it? Chad Coleman, 1 quarter to go. There's a wreck behind him. And it's going to be Chad Coleman taking the victory here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Chad Coleman takes the victory here. That final lap was absolutely nutty. Let's see what happened between Gabriel Ellison and Rhett Tucker. I heard a lot of tires spinning. As here's Clinton Sneed and Greg Wellen. As here they come across the line. This is where the spin was, but I think it was just a little bit of pushing. Yeah, there is no real incident back there. Clinton Sneed finishes in 6th place. Man, what a race. And Chad Coleman's gonna burn it down here at Bristol Motor Speedway. What a race for Chad Coleman right here. He certainly deserved that, and he is sitting in the McConey Setup Shop victory lane. And he's gonna give us a little bit of a show right here, I'm pretty sure. Does his victory lap, and I think we're gonna get a nice smoke screen show here on the front stretch of Bristol. He secures his spot as they advance into stage 2 of the playoffs. Chad Coleman, driver of the 38 Sim Racing shirts, wins this round here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And here are your full race results. Which are broken again. But Chad Coleman takes the victory, followed by Richard Beasley, Andrew Navarro, Gabriel Ellison, Rhett Tucker, Clinton Sneed, Greg Wellen, Robert Richards, Derek Mullins, Curtis Critchley, Taylor Peacock, Nicholas Sacco, Clinton Castleberry, Derek Fulton, Pete Pellini, Mark Truxell, Keith Bradley, and Bladen Edwards at the end of the grid. What a race it has been. And we are all lined up here in the interview room. Let's bring in our race winner, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Chad Coleman.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Chad? How's that race? How you feeling?
Good. I mean, it went exactly how I was hoping it would go, except for we didn't get the long green flag runs I was wanting. But other than that, strategy played out perfect. I mean, the goal was to ride for 150 laps and try to stay out of everybody else's trouble, try not to create any for myself, and then go after it and race the last 50. And I think if Derek wouldn't have had his problems, I think me and Derek were probably the two fastest cars. I was a little better than Andrew was after about 20 laps into a run, but I think we'd had a lot of fun. It'd have stayed green, but I knew when we got a caution about 20 to go, I knew I had to try to do something to beat Navarro off pit road. And luckily, I mean, hell, that's the best pit stop I'd had the whole night. It was like a 13.4, 13.0, something like that.
14.82, actually.
Oh, okay. So it was worse than I thought.
Hey, I gotta be honest, it's much better than everyone else's. They were at 15.23, 15.4. One had a 14.13. That was Elson, though, but I believe he just did a splash and dash. Yeah, it was just a little bit of a flick.
Yeah, whatever we done right there, it worked. I mean, we beat him off pit road, and then after that, it was picking lanes, seeing what I could do to help Beasley get around a couple of guys, and it worked out. It's nice you come into this deal and finish 1-2 with your teammate and car owner.
It certainly is. It certainly is a very nice feeling, and a better feeling is you're locked in for the stage 2 of the playoffs, the top 10. You're locked into that round. And what are your feelings for the next part of this playoff run?
Hopefully, the next round goes like this one did. I mean, if we can win one of the next, if we can win Chicago, maybe we can go to Martinsville and race and try to win it. And then, of course, the main goal is to get to Phoenix. However, we got to get there. We got to get to Phoenix to see what we can do as far as the points goes. It's just having fun. I wish more guys would have showed up tonight, but I mean, it's still fun to race with these guys.
It certainly was fun to watch this race. Chad, congrats on the victory. We're gonna let you go, and you're gonna let you have a good night. Before we let you do that, anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I just got to thank all the guys that have anything to do with the league. This is a fun league to run. Thank you guys for broadcasting, and give a shout out to Beasley. He pays for all this, so I mean, it's all him. So that's really the only person I got to thank. And of course, Greg's in TeamSpeak with me and Beasley, so shout out to Greg as well. And we're gonna see what we can do in round 2.
All right. Well, congrats, Chad. You have yourself a great night, and we're gonna talk to your car owner right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Richard Beasley into the booth. Richard, how was that race? You were up 6 spots, very qualified, and you secured your spot into the next round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it was a good race. I had fun. I got into a few guys, and sorry about that to them. They know who they are. Just glad to be able to finish up front again. I wish maybe Chad would let me win one of these things one of these days.
Well, if it continues like this, you and Chad are going to be ended up going to Phoenix together, and I think you as a car owner, you have some say in hey, give me some room.
Right, yeah. As we can get both cars into Phoenix, that'd be great.
So was there any, I noticed that your bumper's a little bit torn up at the backside. Was there any little bit of contact and a little bit of sketchiness throughout the field?
Yeah, a few times there. One time I got neck coated into someone. I don't remember who that was, but I know I got into I think it was Gabe under caution there. I apologize to him for that. I just wasn't paying attention. That kind of tore up the front end a little bit. Other than that, we kept it clean. We hit the wall a few times, but other than that, it was clean for a Bristol race for me, anyways.
That is something that has rarely heard, a clean Bristol race. But hey, you made it work here tonight. You finished second. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Chad, my teammate. We worked good together tonight. Greg Wellen, NASRA, everybody over there, NRE Power Systems, Sneed Competition Design, all those guys, McConey Setup Shop, Butt Kicker, Racecraft TV, you guys. Everybody makes this happen. Appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you. Congrats on the podium finish, Richard. Hopefully you give the round of top 10 a good old shaking like this man did right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andrew Navarro, who was a big pain in the butt for a few of these playoff drivers here.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, a few of these drivers wanted to get into a lock spot, but you put down the gauntlet up front and throughout the field and was making life a little bit hard for these guys. But you put on a great, clean race. I believe your car has no bit of damage on there, to my knowledge. Actually, no, a little bit of a bent hood, but I'm nitpicking. How was that race, man?
Yeah, it was crazy for the first half. I felt like I was at least the second quickest car. That to the 7 car that won stage 1, I think, and he won stage 2. And I don't know, I think the bottom was really good in stage 1. It wasn't rubbered in, so it was really free. But towards the end, the bottom was just it was ripping up tires because it was so tight down there. And that's, to be honest, that's the only place that I could run.
Well, you certainly put on a great race. I noticed the outside line and the inside was kind of hard to work with each other. So, talk us through racing on the outside versus racing on the inside.
Yeah, so on the inside, you're going to be taking a lot more speed out, or less speed out. And on the top, you'll be taking more speed onto the straightaway. It's just got to do with radiuses and stuff, tighter radius and stuff. So the bottom was not gripped in at the beginning, I think, and then it got really tight down at the bottom. So
Well, you certainly made it work. You made that strategy work, Andrew. Congrats on that third place. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank?
yeah, I want to thank 7Cs, Beleaf, Phantom GFX, Phantom Graphics, and also you guys for hosting the race.
All right. Well, congrats, Andrew, and hopefully you have a good rest of the season, and hopefully all you guys have a great rest of the season. Everyone here has been watching Racecraft TV live from Bristol Motor Speedway. You've been watching the NRE Power Systems Cup Series. The round 2 of the playoffs are officially closed, and the bottom 6 have been eliminated. The top 10 remain as we go into round 3. I'm Austin Knight. You're here watching Racecraft TV, and I hope y'all have a great night. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.